So today I'm live again, and today we'll be doing linear inequalities. Welcome to Shunyaveer. And yeah, I have to go early, like I have an appointment. I was thinking I would do it after the appointment. That is why I redid my post, but I realized I can do it now. Yeah, if some questions are remaining, I will do it after the appointment. So that is why, without wasting any time, I'll just get started. So again, I'll be doing first normal problems. There are only 12 normal problems. Most of them are word problems here. And these are the word problems that you might be struggling with. And here, if we do the easy normal problems, there are just 3 of them. First one is question number 2. Let me just close unnecessary things here. So the point 8, 2 is a solution to which of the following inequalities? X is greater than 0, y is greater than 0, yes. Because 8 is greater than 0, 2 is greater than 0. Both are positive. So this is my answer. Y is less than 0, this doesn't work. X is less than 0, this doesn't work. Both are less than 0, this doesn't work. Now the next one is question number 25. Let me see how many questions are there in all the page number. Yeah, there are 47. Yeah. So each question represents the page number. In 25, this graph is given to you. Which ordered pair is the solution to this inequality? So 0, comma negative 4. 0, comma negative 4 is here, so it doesn't work. 0, comma 4 is here, so it also doesn't work. Negative 4, comma 0. It's here, so it doesn't work. 4, comma 0 is here, so yeah, this works. Because this falls inside the shaded region. Next one is question number 31. So which of the ordered pair satisfies the inequality? So the faster way is you can use Desmos. Just write 5x minus 3y is less than 4. And then just plot the points 1, comma 1. Yeah, it works. Yeah. Next is 2, comma 5. This also works. Next is 3, comma 2. This doesn't work, so it's 1 and 2 only. Got it? Inequality and points. Solving it without graph will be harder. Like you'll put 1, comma 1 and see if it is working or not. 5 minus 3, 2 is less than 4. Yes, it works. 10 minus 15 is less than 4. Yes, it works. 15 minus 6, no, it doesn't work. 9 is not less than 4. That also you can do, but yeah, you can just go there and plug in the points as well. And then 15 minus 6 is 9. 9 is less than 4, no. So first and second only. That was about the easy problems. Now we're going to do normal medium problems. There are 5 of them. First is question number 9. Yeah, so this is a weird equation. So just go to Desmos and check points. So you have y is less than or equal to x, y is less than or equal to negative x. Okay, so basically you can't write both of them like this. So you write it like this and then here you like. So what we are doing, we're splitting it. And now just check the points 1, comma 0. No, it is not in the shaded region of both. Negative 1, comma 0. So you can check here only. Negative 1, comma 0. Yes, this works. 0, comma 1. No, it doesn't work. 0, comma negative 1. So 0, comma negative 1 is also working. And negative 1, comma 0 is also working. Which one do I choose? Going to the left. Okay, negative 1, comma 0. It should be option D because it is right over here. Yeah, so Desmos is also not very helpful, so we'll try method 2. Now, these two options we have eliminated using Desmos. These are the ones we're confused with. So x is negative 1, y is 0. So 0 is less than or equal to negative 1 times 0 is less than or equal to negative 1. So 0 is less than or equal to 0, that is true, is less than or equal to 1. That is true, so B works. And now let's try D. There x is 0, y is negative 1. So negative 1 is less than or equal to, again product is 0, less than or equal to 0. What do they want? They both are the answers. Now let me check answers because this is weird. So this is question number 9. Answer is D. Why is B incorrect? This is weird. This is going to be 0, this is going to be 0, this is going to be 1. It's going to be negative 1, it's going to be 0, it's going to be 0. I have no idea what they're trying to do, but just because negative 1, comma 0 is on the boundary here, 0, comma negative 1 is over here, I'm choosing this. And I will come back to this question because, yeah, it's over here in the middle. That's why I'm choosing it. Otherwise, for me, both of them are making sense. Next is question number, or maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. This is weird. I'll come back to this question later on. Question number 18. So y is less than or equal to less than negative 4x plus 4. Which of the following is an inequality? So method 1 is check points. Algebraically. I'll just write algebra. Method 2 is check options in Desmos. So basically y is less than negative 4x plus 4. Sorry. Points are negative 4 comma 0. Yeah, it works. This is the answer. 0 comma 5. No, that's not going to work. 2 comma 1. No, that's not going to work. 2 comma negative 1. No, that's not going to work. I'm just trying it over here. So yeah, the first one is right. And if you were checking over here, 0 less than 16 plus 4. 5 less than 4. No. 1 less than negative 8 plus 4. No. Negative 1 less than negative 8 plus 4. That's negative 8. No. So both the methods are fine. Next is question number 26. Okay, so two different inequalities are given to you. Y is greater than 14, 4x plus y is less than 18. X comma 53 is a solution of the system. That means the value of y is 53. Okay. So now you just have to do 4x plus 53 should be less than 18. So x is less than negative 8.75. 53 is greater than 14, so first one is already a check. We don't need to write that in decimals. So less than negative 8.75, so negative 9 works the best because it's to the left of it. So if you will see also, negative 9 is over here. That is working, the others are not working. Next one is question number 44. The graph is given which represents the solution to this inequality. So it is above the line, so y has to be greater than. Whenever you are going above the line, y is greater than. When you're going below the line, you're doing y less than. Above shaded line I should write. Then below shaded line. Now if you're going above, not shaded, dotted, my bad. Shaded above dotted line. Shaded below dotted line. Now it's shaded above solid line. To be y is greater than or equal to. If this is shaded line, this is going to be y is less than or equal to. Okay. So here it should be y greater than. So these two options are already gone. And now you're looking for slope. It's a negative slope, so slope should be negative. So plus 4x, so slope is negative. So minus 4x works. That's how we can solve it. And the last medium normal problem is last question, question number 47. Y is less than or equal to 3x plus 1, x minus 5 is greater than 1. Just go to Desmos. X minus 5 is greater than 1. This is the area. Now the points are negative 2 comma negative 1. Not working. Next is negative 1 comma 3. Not working. 1 comma 5. So x has to be negative. That much you can see, right? Where both of them. Oh no, x has to be positive. This is the one where this is the region where I'm pointing my mouse. This is the one. Yeah. So negative 1 comma 3 working. 1 comma 5. No, it's not here. Last one is 2 comma negative 1. Yeah, it's over here, so it's option D. And you can check also. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 is greater than or equal to negative 1. 2 plus 3 is greater than 1. So those were all the medium problems. Now we'll go to the hard, normal problems. There are just 4 of them. First is question number 13. So y is less than or equal to x plus 7. Y is greater than or equal to negative 2x minus 1. Which is the solution? So just go to Desmos. Or if we can use with, if we see, let's see if we can do it without Desmos. Y is less than or equal to x plus 7. Negative 14 plus 7 is negative 7. 0 plus 7. 7 is greater than negative 14. 7. 14 is less than or equal to 7. No. Yeah, so there are two options, B and D. Now you can check for the second one. 28 minus 1 is not lesser. No. Negative 1. Negative 14 is not greater. It should be option D. So this is without Desmos, but if you can also go to Desmos and solve it. And options are 0, 14. No. 0, negative 14. No. 14, 0. Yes. So answer is 14, 0. Next one is question number 28. So you have 357, 357, 357 in all the options, and it is y is less than 6x plus 2. So now there is a trick that I'll tell you. You just do equal to, and here you get the table, and just write 3, 5, 7. Okay, because in all the options you have 3, 5, 7. And now y is less than. So y should be less than this value, 20, 32, 44. So this can't be it because this is equal to 20, 32, 44. 36 is not less than 32, so this is also not the option. 16, 28, 40. 16 is less, 28 is less, 40 is also less, so this is my answer. 24, 36, 48, so 36, 48 is not going to work. 20 is also not going to work. This is because y is greater than 6x plus 2. Got it? So what is the trick? You do y is equal to 6x plus 2. Create table. We will get the values. Now y should be less than these values. So this is the trick that you can do in Desmos. It's way faster. Okay? And you can directly do this also. For example, you can go to table and instead of y1, you can write 6x1 plus 2. 3, 5, 7. You will get 20, 32, 44, and your answers should be less than 20, less than 32, less than 44. Less than 20, less than 32, less than 44. There's only one option. Next is question number 29. I hope this makes sense. So this is the easiest way that I like to do it. You don't have to check the options. You have to do nothing. Again, you have the same thing. Now y is greater than 13x minus 18. So in decimals, just make a table. x1, 13x1 minus 18, 358. You will get values and your y should be greater than these values. Because in all the options you have 358. So that's what we are going to do over here. Now we have 13x minus 18. 13x1 minus 18. And we have 358. It should be greater than 21. This is not correct. This works. This is not correct. This works. Now the second option should be greater than 47. And the third option should be greater than 86. So option D is the only one that works. So you don't have to check all the options and you don't have to check all the points. So it's way faster. I hope that makes sense. Last one is question number 36. So which consists of all the y coordinates that satisfy the system of inequalities above? So y is greater than 2x minus 1. 2x is greater than 5. So if you will see, the shaded region is when y is greater than 4. Okay? Because the value of y is 4. And you're going to the right side of 4. Or sorry, you're going above 4, my bad. You're going above 4, right? So y greater than 4 is your answer. We can check also if you make y greater than 4, we're getting it over here. Others, you won't be getting y greater than 6. No, that won't work because 6 also, you're leaving out something. 5 over 2, you are including some extra points. So what I did, I just found the lowest, these are known as corner points. So my lowest y is 4, so y has to be greater than 4. Intersection point is corner point. 2.5 comma 4. Lowest y value is 4. So that's all about all the hard problems. Hi Freedom Nexus, good morning. Thank you so much for joining again. Welcome back. Now these were all the normal problems. Now the word problems. So you have 12 easy word problems. So we are done with all the normal problems and I'm not taking breaks and I'm going a little fast because as I told you, I have an appointment. So yeah. But I hope you are understanding, you're able to follow. Question number 5. Now we are doing the word problems. Okay, so Valentina bought 2 containers of beads. In the first container, 30% of the beads are red. And in the second container, 70% of the beads are red. Together, the container have at least 400 red beads, which inequality shows this relationship where X is the total number of beads in the first container, Y is the total number of beads in the second container. Together, they have at least 400 beads. So at least means greater than or equal to. So red in first plus red in second. Now this is 30% of X because total in first container is X. And this is 70% of Y because total in second is Y. So 30% of X is going to be 0.3X, 70% of Y is going to be 0.7Y. So 0.3X plus 0.7Y should be greater than or equal to 100. This is my answer. And if you look at the options also, like how can you eliminate the options, at least is greater than or equal to. So wherever you see less than or equal to, those options are gone. And we're talking about percentage, so 30% is going to be 0.3. So this is option A. Always look at options. You might be able to eliminate most of them. Next is question number 6. The total cost to rent a surfboard consists of $25 service fee and a $10 per hour rental fee. A person rents surfboard for 2 hours and intends to spend a maximum of $75. So maximum means less than or equal to 75. So less than, all of them are less than. So now it's $25 is your service fee and $10 per hour. So we'll be multiplying hours with this one. So 25 plus 10t has to be less than or equal to 75. So 25 plus 10t less than or equal to 75, option D. And means plus per hour means you have to multiply with time here. And this is just normal. Okay. And maximum keyword means less than or equal to. At least means greater than or equal to. Maximum means less than or equal to. Because that's a maximum. Everything has to be lesser than that. Next is question number 10. Over here, on a car trip, they drove, the total distance they drove was under 220 miles. Under means less than. Okay. So it should be below 220, less than. So greater than signs are gone. You just have. Now total is going to be Rhett plus Jessica. Because we have Rhett and Jessica. So Rhett is driving 35 miles per hour. So this is going to be 35 hour. R is the number of hours Rhett drove. And Jessica is driving at 40 miles per hour. So this is going to be 40J because J is the number of hours Jessica drove. So 40J, 35 hour. 35 hour plus 40J has to be less than 220. So we're looking for 35 hour. Option B. Next is question number 12. So far we have seen at least means greater than or equal to, maximum means less than or equal to, under means less than. A bakery sells trays of cookies. Each tray contains at least 50 cookies, but no more than 60. So at least means greater than or equal to, no more than means less than or equal to. So no more than 60, at least 50, this is what they're talking about. So opposite of no more than is because equal to is also opposite of more than, less than or equal to is also. At least is greater than or equal to. Alright, so whenever they're saying like this, it's between 50 and 60. Which of the following could be, and this is about each tray. So this is for one tray. What could be the total number of cookies on 4 trays of cookies? So if you're talking about 4 trays of cookies, we'll multiply 4 on both sides. So this is 4 trays of cookies. And this is 240. So the number should be between 200 and 240. 165 doesn't work, 205 works, 245 doesn't work, 285 doesn't work. So total number of cookies could be 205 because it should be a number between 200 and 240. Next is question number 15. So TY set a goal to walk at least 24 kilometers every day. So at least, walk at least 24 kilometers every day to prepare for a multi-day hike. On a certain day, TY plans to walk at an average speed of 4 kilometers per hour. What is the minimum number of hours TY must walk on that day to fulfill the daily goal? So the walk at least means greater than or equal to 24. In particular day, their average speed is 4 kilometers per hour. So now you have to remember distance is speed times time. D is equal to RT, D is distance, R is speed, T is time. So R is 4, we do not know the time. So 4 times T should be greater than or equal to 24. So T should be greater than or equal to 6. So the minimum number of hours is going to be 6. Got it? So you have to remember distance is speed into time. So you can go 6 and above 6 also. So minimum is going to be 6. Next is question number 17. Okay, Tom scored 85, 78, 98 on his first 3 exams in history class, solving which inequality gives a score G on Tom's 4th exam that will result in a mean score of at least 90. So at least means greater than or equal to, so mean is greater than or equal to 90. So mean is going to be sum of all the values, so 85 plus 78 plus 98 in the 4th exam he's scoring G plus G divided by 4 should be greater than or equal to 90. This is the formula for G and now just check. So basically it should be greater than or equal to 90. So this option is gone, this option is gone, this option is gone. So added all divided by 4 should be greater than or equal to 90. That's correct. Next is question number 30. Normal body temperature for an adult is between 97.8 and 99. Inclusive means less than or equal, like both of them have to be equal to. So 97.8 temperature 99. So 97.8 is less than or equal to the temperature is less than or equal to 99. And we are including equal to because this is inclusive. If Kevin, an adult male, has a body temperature that is considered to be normal, which could be his body temperature, so it should be greater than 97.8. This option is gone, this option is gone. These two are there, but it should be less than 99, so this option is gone. We only have 97.9 degree Fahrenheit. That's the correct answer. Next is question number 32. So clothing store is having a sale on shirts and pants. During the sale, the cost of each shirt is $15. Cost of each pair of pants is $25. Jeff can spend at most. So at most is the opposite of at least, and at most means less than or equal to. So it should be less than or equal to $120. S shirts. So it will be 15S. P pair of pants. So 25P. So 15S plus 25P should be less than or equal to 120. These two options are already gone. Now shirt is at $15, so this is my answer. This is also gone. Next is question number 37. So again, elementary school teacher is ordering X workbooks and Y sets of flashcards for a math class. The teacher must order at least 20 items. Okay. So that means X plus Y should be greater than or equal to 20. Okay. So these two options are gone. But the total cost must not be over $80. So not over means less than or equal to. So your cost has to be less than or equal to $80. So you're looking for less than or equal to. Here it is greater than or equal to. So by just looking at the signs, we were able to eliminate all the options. No need to write cost as well. But for the sake of completion, workbook is costing 3. So 3x plus 4y is going to be less than or equal to 80. Got it? Next is question number 43. Maria plans to rent a boat. The boat rental costs $60 per hour, and she will also have to pay for a water safety course that costs $10. So 60x plus 10 is your expression. This is your cost. Maria wants to spend no more than $280 for the rental and the course. So no more than means less than or equal to. That means 60x plus 10 is less than or equal to 280. Okay? Because no more than is less than or equal to. Now boat rental is available only for whole number of hours, so x has to be whole number. What is the maximum number of hours that Maria can rent the boat? So you can cancel the zeros. 6x plus 1 is less than or equal to 28. 6x is less than or equal to 27. X is less than or equal to 9 halves, that's 4.5. But you can only, it should be less than or equal to 4.5. Your answer cannot be 4.5. So the answer is going to be 4 because you're looking for a number that is less than 4.5 and the maximum number that is less than 4.5, the maximum whole number. So it is 4. So from here you can also go to Desmos and get the answer. So 60x plus 10 is less than or equal to 280. You're seeing 4.5 and you're seeing everything is on the left. So you have to take a smaller value than 4.5. So your answer is 4. So you're not rounding, okay? Because the 5 is not a solution. Next is question number 45. So monarch butterflies can fly only with a body temperature of at least 55 degree Fahrenheit. So temperature should be greater than or equal to 55. Now if a monarch body temperature is 51.3 degree Fahrenheit, what is the minimum increase needed to in its body temperature so that it can fly? So temperature 51.3, but you need to add something, so let's call it x. It should be greater than or equal to 55. Just give me a second. I'm getting a call. Yeah, and I'm back. So now 51.3 plus x should be greater than or equal to 55. So the minimum value we can see is 3.7. So 3.7 is our answer. Or you can directly subtract also. Okay. Now the next easy word problem is question number 46. A cleaning service that cleans both offices and homes can clean at most 14 places per day. Okay, offices and homes. Which inequality represents this situation where F is the number of offices, H is the number of homes. So F plus H at most means less than or equal to 14. Yeah, so that is it. We're done with all the easy word problems. F plus H is less than or equal to 14. Just give me a second. So now before starting with medium, I'll be right back. Yeah. Yeah. So now moving forward to medium word problems. Question number 1. A cargo helicopter delivers only 100-pound packages and 120-pound packages. For each delivery trip, helicopter must carry at least 10 packages. Okay, so there are two kinds of packages. Let me call this X, let me call this Y. So X plus Y should be greater than or equal to 10 because at least 10 packages. And total weight can be at most 1100 pounds. So weight is going to be 100x for the 100-pound packages, 120y for the 120-pound packages, and at most means less than or equal to 1100. Now they want to know maximum number of 120-pound packages. So we have to find y maximum value. Correct how we are writing the equation? So 10 packages, so there are two kinds of packages, x and y. So x plus y has to be greater than or equal to 10. And the weight X package, yeah, it's 100-pound and 120-pound. So 100 times X and 120 times Y. So 100X plus 120Y will be less than or equal to 1100. So now we'll just put it in Desmos. and get the maximum value of y. So if you see, this is your shaded portion and this is the point. So maximum y value is 5 because if you see, everything is going down from 5. So your corner point is 5 comma 5. Corner point is your point of intersection. So y is equal to 5. Got it? Next medium problem is question number 4. So Marisa needs to hire at least 10 staff members. So that has to be greater than or equal to 10. Something is greater than or equal to 10. This is not going to work. This might work. This might work and this is not going to work. So we are only left with option B and option C. Okay. The staff members will be made up of junior directors. X is the number of junior directors, okay? Senior directors. Y is the number of senior directors. So X plus Y is greater than or equal to 10. Now junior directors and so there is at least 10 and then you have no more than $9,700 per week. So it has to be less than or equal to 9,700. In option C, you have greater than or equal to, it's not going to work, it's option B. Okay, so by just looking at the inequality signs, you can eliminate the options. I do not know. Just give me one more second. Yeah. So by just looking at the options, we were able to eliminate most of the things because it is no more than, so always look for the signs because no signs as in inequality signs, not the signs of the universe. So you have at least 10, no more than 9,700 and you have at least 3 junior directors, at least 1 senior director. So it has to be greater than or equal to 3 and it has to be less than or equal to 1. Greater than or equal to 3, at least 1. So that is also greater than or equal to 1. So that way also option C is eliminated because you're having less than or equal to 3, less than or equal to 1. So just write those numbers. You don't even need to write everything else. But for the sake of completion, at least 3 junior directors, X is greater than or equal to 3, Y is greater than or equal to 1. And now junior is being paid 640, so 640X. 880 senior directors is being paid, so 880Y. Got it? So just look at all inequality signs. You will be able to eliminate options. Okay, greater than or equal to 10, less than or equal to 9,700, greater than or equal to 3, greater than or equal to 1. Only one option is having all those signs. Next is question number 7. So in North America, the standard width of a parking space is at least 7.5 feet and no more than 9 feet. So at least means 7.5 is going to be here and 9 is going to be over here. Okay? Okay, you have all of that over here. A restaurant owner recently resurfaced the restaurants, and this is the width. Okay, resurface the restaurant's parking lot and wants to determine the number of parking spaces in the parking lot. Okay, that could be placed perpendicular to a curb that is 135 feet long. Based on the standard width of a parking space. So let's say this is the standard width of a parking space and there is one car. So if you can see, this is going to be 135 over n. So this is length over number of cars. Well, it should be n divided by 135. No, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that is what I was thinking. So it has to be 135 over n. Okay? Yeah, because you have the entire length and these are the number of cars. So width is, so you just have to see that width is going to be length divided by number of parking spaces. Now just take reciprocal on both sides, or let's see if we can directly put in this in Desmos and get our answer. 7.5 less than or equal to 135 divided by x less than or equal to 9. Oh yeah, you can't write both of them in one line. I keep forgetting about that. 135 over x. I should just, yeah, less than or equal to 9. So these are the values. So it's less than 20. So it's starting at 15 and it's between 15 to 18. Option D. Okay. Here you will not be able to see the points because x is in the denominator. If you want, you can write it like this. Multiply by n on both sides. Then you will be able to see the points 15 and 18. So if you want the points, in Desmos you can type 7.5x less than 135, 135 less than or equal to 9x. Okay? To get the exact values of the points. So that you don't have to zoom out or zoom in to see where the line is intersecting. You can just click on the points. Next one is question number 19. Certain elephant weighs 200 pounds at birth and gains more than 2 but less than 3 pounds per day during its first year. Which of the following inequalities represents all possible weights for the elephant 365 days after birth? So it is 200 at birth, but the weight has to be less than 200 plus 3x. X is the number of days because it is less than 3. And it has to be greater than 200 plus 2x. And the value of x is 365. So basically we're just finding 200 plus 2 times 365 and 200 plus 3 times 365. That is going to be your all possible weights. Times 365 plus 200, 930. Option D. And 3 times 365 plus 200 is 1295. Okay, because it is gaining less than 3, so when you're adding 3x, it should be less than, and when you're adding 2x, it should be greater than. I hope this makes sense. Next is question number 20. So h is 120p plus 60. You want to see h is between what values? Intensity level P of different activities. When P is 0, Alice has a resting heart rate. When P is equal to 1, Alice has a maximum heart rate. Recommended that P should be between 0.5 and 0.85 for Alice when she trains. So now P is between 0.85 and 0.5. Correct? That is given to us. And now H is what? H is 120, P plus 60. So what you're doing, you're multiplying this with 120. And then adding 60. So basically you have to get 0.5 times 120 plus 60. And 0.85 times 120 plus 60. Because we're trying to get H from P. So you're multiplying with 120 and adding 60. So H is between these two values. So now again we'll just calculate 0.5 times 120 plus 60, 120. There's only one option. This is option A. So when you type 0.85, it's 162. Okay. Hi Abby. Miraculous Samiksha. Right now I'm not teaching straight line. I am teaching inequalities. Yeah. Linear inequalities. Next one is question number 22. Okay, x is at most 17 less than 5 times the value of y. So x is at most means less than or equal to, yeah, 17 less than 5 times the value of y means 5y minus 17 because less than is reverse subtraction. And now the value of y is 3, so x is less than or equal to 5 times 3 minus 17. X is less than or equal to 15 minus 17 is negative 2. Greatest possible value of x is negative 2 because it's negative 2 or you're going less than or equal to negative 2. Next is question number 38. So an event planner is planning a party. It costs the event planner a one-time fee of $35 to rent the venue and $10.25 per attendee. The event planner has a budget of $200. What is the greatest number of attendees possible without exceeding the budget? So without exceeding the budget, that means without exceeding means exceed means more than. So without exceeding is same as no more than. And whenever they're talking about budget also means less than or equal to because you have to stay within the budgets. So it is less than or equal to 200, and how much there? There's 1 time fee of 35 and 10.25 per attendee, so 10.25x. So 35 plus 10.25x is greater than or less than or equal to 200. Okay? Because this will be 35 plus 10.25x, and this is less than or equal to 200 because you're having a budget. So you have to find the greatest number of attendees, so you have to solve for x. So you can just go to Desmos and get the value of x. So it has to be less than 16.097. So this now attendees have to be a whole number, so your answer is 16. Because you cannot have 16.097 attendees. Okay? And your answer should be less than that number, so we have 16. Next is question number 39. So this is for SAT miraculous Samiksha. So it depends on which country you're living. So in India, this linear inequality comes in 11th grade. And if we're talking about US, then this comes in your Algebra 1. Yeah, mostly Algebra 1, sometimes in Algebra 2 also, but mostly this is Algebra 1. And this is for SAT. SAT is for college prep. Like it's like JE exam, but it is for foreign universities in USA. So model estimates that whales from the genus Ascritis travel 72 to 77 miles in the ocean each day during their migration. Based on this model, which inequality represents the estimated total number of miles x a whale from genus Ascritis could travel in 16 days of its migration. Okay, so each day you're going 72 to 77. So for 16 days, it will be 77 times 16 and 72 times 16. So B is our answer. Because in one day, it is 72 to 77. For 16 days, you have to multiply with 16 on both sides. Option B. Next is question number 40. Oh yeah, so you are an NRI. Okay, so in USA this is an Algebra 1, but we're preparing for SAT. So in SAT everything comes, like from your 6th grade to your pre-calc, everything is there. Not all topics of pre-calc, but yeah. So this linear inequality in one or two variables, this is from the domain, the Heart of Algebra. And in most schools, this is covered. Like this level is not covered because they don't have these hard word problems. But linear inequality is covered in Algebra 1 that students usually take in 8th or 9th grade. All right. So this chapter depends whenever you're taking Algebra 1. Some students even take it in 7th grade. So it depends when you're taking it 7th, you're taking it in 8th, or you're taking it in 9th. So it's not specific to a standard because different students take Algebra 1 in their like different years, different standards. But mostly it is most common is 8th grade, but some of them also take it in 9th, some also take it in 7th grade. So now a moving truck can tow a trailer if the combined weight of the trailer and the boxes it contains is no more than 4,600 pounds. So no more than means less than or equal to. So trailer plus boxes. Combined weight means what? So I'm writing trailer for T, B for boxes should be less than or equal to 4,600. Now what is the maximum number of boxes? Let's say this is X. This truck can tow in a trailer with a weight 500 pounds. So trailer is 500 pounds. Each box weigh 120 pounds. So B is going to be 120X. Got it? Because each box is 120. Number of boxes is X. So box weight B is going to be 120X. So 500 plus 120X should be less than or equal to 4600. Just go here. 4600. The maximum value is 34.166. Again, the number of boxes can't be 34.166. So it has to be lesser than that. So it has to be 34. Maximum means you have to take the less value, minimum means you have to take the bigger value. I hope you will get some of those questions also. Thank you, Samiksha, if this is helping you for your studies. Thank you so much if it is helping in your studies. Yeah, I just have to think a lot. Next is question number 41. Last two questions remaining for medium problems. And SAT, you can take like some, again, it depends when you want to take it, but mostly everybody takes it in their 11th grade. Most of them takes it in their 11th. You can also take it in 12th because there are multiple attempts. Some might even start in 10th, but I have not seen anybody taking it in 10th. Most of them take it in their 11th. Now, the average annual energy cost of a certain home is $4,334. No, they do take it in 10th. Like the beginning of 11th when 10th is almost finishing, or in the summer breaks after you have completed your 10th grade. That is when most of the people take it. So the homeowner plans to spend $25,000. Okay. So average annual energy cost is $4,334. Homeowner plans to spend $25,000 to install a geothermal heating system. The homeowner estimates that average annual energy cost will then be $2,712. So what is happening? Initially it was 4,334, but he spent some money and got a geothermal heating system. Now the average annual energy cost is going down. Now which of the following inequalities can be solved to find T, the number of years after installation, at which the total amount of energy cost savings will exceed the installation cost? So our inequality is that savings exceed means savings should be greater than the cost. Which cost? Installation cost. What is the installation cost? It's 25,000 because that's what they're spending on installing. So annual means per year. So per year saving is 4,334 minus 2,712. But then they want to know in how many years, so you're multiplying with T. So annual saving is 4,334 minus 2,712. We're talking about total savings. So you're multiplying with time and it has to be greater than 25,000. So if you see 25,000 should be lesser, option B. Because savings are exceeding the installation cost, and exceed means greater than. Got it? So your savings should be greater. Option B is your answer. Now the last medium word problem is 42. So the minimum value of x, minimum means x can be that value or it can be greater than or equal to. So maximum means less than or equal to, minimum means greater than or equal to. X is 12 less than 6 times another number n. So x is greater than or equal to because it's a minimum value. Now 12 less than 6 times another number n is 6n minus 12. Because you do reverse subtraction, less than is subtraction, but then you are doing reverse subtraction over here. So x should be greater than or equal to 6n minus 12, option B. Okay, that's the minimum value of x. Oh, that is it. With this, we are done with the medium word problems. Now we'll be doing the hard ones. That's the highest one. It's 12 problems from there. Yeah, now I will take a break. I haven't taken the break so far. I was just on call when I took the break as well. So, like always, I will just drop the first hard problem over here. So that you would give it a try. Also, I'm going to save it. We are on question number 3. Give it a try. I will be right back. And now I'm back. So we are going to start with question number 3. Adam's school is a 20-minute walk or a 5-minute bus ride away from his house. Okay. So he can take a 20-minute walk or he can just go in a bus and it will be 5 minutes. Bus runs every 30 minutes. So if he misses the bus, it is going to come after 30 minutes. And the number of minutes W that Adam waits for the bus varies between 0 and 30. Correct. So W is between 0 to 30. Which of the following inequalities gives the values for W for which it would be faster for Adam to walk to school? Okay, faster for Adam to walk to school means what? Your walk time is less than your bus time. That is when it will be faster, right? So 20 has to be lesser. And now walk time is how much? It's 20 minutes walk. So faster means your time should be lesser. And speed is higher. Sometimes there will be a question related to speed. Bus time includes W plus 5 because there is waiting also. And then the bus is taking 5 minutes. So W plus 5 should be greater than 20 so that it is faster for him to walk by school. So W plus 5 should be greater than 20. So total bus time is your W plus 5. W is your waiting time. 5 is your time that the bus is taking. And 20 is your walking time. So if walking has to be faster, that means W plus 5 has to be greater. The time taken by the bus has to be greater than the time taken by walk. So that is why W plus 5 is greater than 20. Next is question number 8. A laundry service is buying detergent and fabric softener. So there's detergent and there is fabric softener. D is the number of containers of detergent. S is the number of containers of fabric softener. The supplier will deliver no more than 3,300 pounds. So less than or equal to 300 is there everywhere. So we can't really, eliminate anything. Now each container of detergent weighs 7.35 pounds. 7.35D. And fabric softener weighs 6.2 pounds. So you have to multiply 6.2 with S. So 6.2 S has to be less than or equal to 300. 7.35D plus 6.2 S. So two options are eliminated, but still we have to do more. The service wants to buy at least twice as many containers of detergents as containers of fabric softener. So now what is the meaning of this sentence? At least twice as many containers of detergent as containers of fabric softener. So they want to buy more detergent than fabric softener. Okay. So twice as many containers of detergents as fabric softener. So detergents has to be 2 times fabric softener and at least means greater than or equal to. So detergent has to be greater than or equal to 2S. Okay. Because detergents is twice of fabric softener. So you see twice of fabric softener. So that is 2 times fabric softener is your detergent. And at least means greater than or equal to. So it's option A. Got it? Next one is question number 11. A local transit company sells a monthly pass for $95. that allows an unlimited number of trips of any length. Ticket for individual trips cost $1.50, $2.50 or $3.50, depending on the length of the trip. What is the minimum number of trips per month for which a monthly pass could cost less than purchasing individual ticket for trips? So basically, monthly pass is less than individual trips. And they want to know minimum number of trips. So your trips will be minimum when cost is maximum. So cost is maximum for $3.50 and monthly pass is 95. So 95 has to be less than 3.5. Number of trips, let's say it's X. Got it? Hmm. So now that is what we are going to put over here. 95 should be less than 3.5x. 27.14, but it is greater than that number. So minimum number of trips is going to be 28. And you can check also, if you take for 1.5, you will get maximum number of trips. If you take 2.5 also, that's going to be greater than that. And if you're taking a combination of that, it will still be greater than this number. Okay, when all trips are costing $3.5, that's when you're going to take the minimum number of trips. Okay, if it's a combination, then it will be greater than this number, 28. All right. So we're taking all trips which are the costliest trips. Next question is question number 14. So a salesperson's total earnings consist of a base salary of X dollars per year plus commission earnings of 11% of the total the salesperson makes during the year. This year, the salesperson has a goal for the total earnings to be at least 3 times and at most 4 times the base salary. Okay. Which of the following inequalities represent possible values of total sales as dollars a salesperson can make this year in order to meet that goal? Okay, so base salary is X year, commission is 11% of the total sales, and total sales is S. Now the has a goal for the total earnings 3 times, so at most 4, this is 4 times the base salary. Base salary is how much? X. So 3 times X, 4 times X. So your total earnings should be between 3x and 4x because 3 times the base salary is 3x, 4 times the base salary is 4x. Now what are the total earnings? Total earnings consist of a base salary, so this is X, plus commission earnings 11%, so 0.11 of total sales. Total sales is S, so this is 11% of S, so 0.11 S. Got it? So total earning is base salary X plus commission. So X plus commission is 11% of total sales. So 11% of S, that is going to be 0.11 S. This is 11% of S, this is X. Now you have to solve for S. So here you can't use decimals. So you subtract X on both sides. You can use, but it's easier this way. I will also, no, you can't, you have two variables. And now you divide by 0.11 on all three sides. So whatever you're doing, you have to do on all three sides. So 2x over 0.11 should be less than or equal to S should be less than or equal to 3x over 0.11. Option B is your answer. See if you understand this. Okay, so whenever you have compound inequalities, you have to do everything on all three sides. Now the next question is question number 16. I don't know why they've put it here. X is at most 2 less than 3 times the value of y. At most means less than or equal to. So x is less than or equal to 3y minus 2. The value of y is negative 4. So x is less than or equal to 3 times negative 4 minus 2. Negative 12 minus 2 is negative 14. Greatest possible value of x is negative 14. Because you can also put it like this. 3 times negative 4 minus 2. This is the maximum value. All the values are below that. Question number 21. So budget means less than or equal to. Now the owner must purchase a minimum of 200 candles. So minimum means greater than or equal to. Budget means less than or equal to. So candles is greater than or equal to 200. If the owner pays $4.90 per candle to purchase small candles, $11.60 per candle to purchase large candles, what is the maximum number of large candles to stay within the budget and maintain the discount pricing? So let's say small candles are X, large candles are Y. So candles will be X plus Y should be greater than or equal to 200. Now budget is the cost, so we are multiplying 4.9 with X, 11.6 with Y. We have got two different inequalities, find corner points. That is going to be your answer. So we have X plus Y should be greater than or equal to 200. 4.9x plus 11.6y is less than or equal to 2200. 17.91 comma 182.08 and everything is below that. We are looking for the maximum number of large candles. It has to be 182 because 182.08 is not a feasible answer. And you're going below number. So it should be 180. I hope 182, not 180. I hope that makes sense. Now 17.91, if you will see, that's the minimum value of small candles. Maximum value of small candles is actually 448.9. So that is going to be 448. But for Y, it's 182 and it's going to be 0. Okay. The minimum is going to be 0, maximum is 182. Next is question number 23. So a psychologist set up an experiment to study the tendency of a person to select the first item when presented with a series of items. In the experiment, 300 people were presented with a set of 5 pictures arranged in random order. Each person was asked to choose the most appealing picture. Of the first 150 participants, 36 chose the first picture in the set. Among the remaining 150 participants, P people chose the first picture in the set. If more than 20% of all participants chose the first picture in the set, which of the following inequalities best describes the possible values of P? So more than 20% of all. So first picture. So who chose first picture is more than 20% of all participants. And all participants are 300 because that is what they are participating. So 20% is going to be 0.2 times 300. Now first 150, 36 chose the picture. And remaining are going to be P. So P plus 36 has to be greater than 0.2 times 300. And why P will be less than or equal to 150? Because among the remaining 150 participants, P people chose the first picture in the set. So the maximum value of P can be 150 because if all 150 chose first picture, even then it will be just 150. So that is what they're talking about here. So P plus 36 has to be greater than 0.2 times 300, option D. Got it? Next one is question number 24. The triangle inequality theorem two sides will be given. X should be between a plus b and a minus b, exclusive. They are not included. So this is your triangle inequality theorem. If you remember this, this is a very easy question. Sum of any two sides of a triangle must be greater than the length of the third side. Yeah, that's true. So triangle has a side length of 6 and 12. So x should be between 6 plus 12 and 12 minus 6. So x is between 18 and 6. So 6 is less than x is less than 18. This is the answer. Okay, if you go by this definition, then your three sides are 6, 12 and x. Then you would be doing 6 plus 12 should be greater than x. That will give you that x is less than 18. Then 12 plus x should be greater than 6. That's always true because 12 is greater than true. Next will be 6 plus x should be greater than 12. This will give you that 6 should be greater than, x should be greater than 6. So that is also how you can do it. But if you remember this, it's so much easier. Next is question number 27. Okay, I is V over R, current is voltage over resistance. This is the Ohm's law. Ohm's law. A circuit has a resistance of 500 ohms. R is a resistance. V is a potential difference. Current is I. And its potential difference will be generated by N 6-volt batteries. Total potential difference is 6 N volts. If the circuit is to have a current of no more than 0.25 amperes, what is the greatest number n of 6-volt batteries that can be used? So I is actually 6n over 500 because your V value is 6n, your R value is 500. Now they're saying current should be no more than, so I is less than or equal to 0.25. So 6n over 500 also be less than or equal to 0.25. Now from Desmos you can get your answer. Just instead of n write 6x. Twenty is the maximum number of getting 20.833. Now that cannot be the answer. So 20 is your answer. 120 divided by 500. Yeah, that works. Okay. 125 divided by 6. That's going to be 20 and 2/3. Yeah. Next one is question number 33. Only 3 more problems are remaining. Thank you so much, Israel. So, Ghana, where exactly is Ghana? Can you tell me? Because I'll have to Google it, so it's better asking you. It's in Africa. Oh my God, you're following me from Africa. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah. So right now we are on question number 33. A shipping service restricts the dimensions of the boxes it will ship for a certain type of service. The restriction states that for boxes shaped like rectangular prisms, okay, the sum of the perimeter of the base of the box and the height of the box cannot exceed 130 inches. So we have sum of perimeter and height. So perimeter plus height cannot exceed, so it has to be less than or equal to 130. Because exceed means more than, can't exceed means no more than. Okay, so now we have to find out perimeter and we have to find out height. So perimeter is determined using width and length. Okay, so the perimeter is going to be 2 times length plus width plus height. Because perimeter, it's a rectangle, so it has to be 2 times length plus width. If a box has a height of 60 inches, so h is 60. Length is 2.5 times width. Width is x. So if width is x, length is 2.5 times width, that is 2.5x. So 2 times 2.5x plus x plus 60 is less than or equal to 130. And of course, width is going to be greater than 0. That is why you have greater than 0 everywhere. X is greater than 0. Why? Because width cannot be negative. So you don't have to worry about that. We're just worried about these values on the right side. Yeah, now we can just put it in Desmos. You will get for something for x. So you can also simplify 2 times 2.5x plus x is 3.5 times 2, 7x. Or you can write it as it is, whatever you feel comfortable with. 0 point. Oh, this is plus 60, my bad. I was like, none of the options is matching. 10. So it should be less than or equal to 10. Or you can also do 7x plus 60 less than or equal to 130. That's also allowed. So it's 130 minus 60 is 70, so x has to be less than or equal to 10. Yeah, West Africa. So how many Africa are there? I know about South Africa because there's a cricket team. So how many is there East Africa and North Africa as well? I'm sorry, my geography is not good. Next one is question number 34. So a business owner plans to purchase the same model of chair for each of the 81 employees, okay? Same model of chair. The total budget to spend on these chairs is $14,000. So whenever we're talking about budget, it has to be less than or equal to, which includes a 7% sales tax. So this is chairs cost plus tax. Okay. Which of the following is closest to maximum possible price per chair before sales tax the business owner could pay on this budget? So there are 81 employees, so chair cost is going to be 81 times X if the price per chair is X. So chairs cost is going to be 81X and you're paying a tax of 7%. So this is 0.07 times 81X because tax is going to be 7% of chairs cost. Or, because there's a 7% sales tax, you can write 1.07 times 81x because you will be adding it to 100%. So it is 1.07 times 81x and that is less than or equal to 14,000. 1.07 times 81. It's important that it is not 1.07, sorry, 7% of x, it is 7% of 81x because we're taking the total cost. There's other way also, you can divide 14,000 with 81 and then get your answer. So it should be less than 161.5. B is our answer. So in method 2, you can also find budget per chair. That will be 14,000 divided by 81. So the cost will be x plus 0.07 of x or 1.07x is less than or equal to 14,000 or 80 over 81. You will still get the same answer. Oh, so there are all 4 types of Africa: North, South, East and West. That's interesting. Because in America, you just have North America and South America. You don't have East America or West America. I hope there are not. Yeah, I haven't heard of them as well. Yeah, but in India we have all of them: East India, West India, North India, South India. But majorly we talk about only North India and South India. East India is part of North India only, and North India, yeah, and then there are Northeast that's treated separately. But all of that is North, and then there's just South because South is very small, so there is no West and East in the South. Anyways, the last problem is question number 35. Ken is working this summer as part of a crew on a farm. He earned $8 per hour for the first 10 hours he worked. I was thinking I would let her out after I finish this live, but she's like not stopping, so I will just let her out, my cat, and then I'll be back. Just give me a second. Yeah. So he earned, I hope yeah, I am. He earned $8 per hour for the first 10 hours he worked this week. Because of his performance, his crew leader raised his salary to $10 per hour for the rest of the week. Okay. Ken saves 90% of his earnings from each week. What is the least number of hours he must work the rest of the week to save at least $270 for the week? So let's talk about his income. He's getting $8 for working 10 hours. And then he's getting $10 for the rest of the week. Let's say he's working X hours for the rest of the week, because that is what you have to find out. Okay, so his total income is 80 plus 10x. Got it? So $8 for 10 hours, $10 for X hours. So 80 plus 10x is the total income. Now he saves 90% of his earnings. So savings is 90% of total income. 90% means we'll be multiplying with 0.9. So savings are going to be 0.9 times 80x, 80 plus 10x. Okay. And savings have to be at least 270. That means greater than or equal to 270. So 0.9 times 80 plus 10x has to be greater than or equal to 270. So the minimum number of hours he should work for the rest of the week is 22. All right. This is your method 1. Okay, I will write everything over here because this is method 1. Now in method 2, you will find savings of individual. 90% of 80 plus 90% of 10x. This is going to be 8 times 9 is 72. So 72 plus 9 times 10 is 90, and you're dividing with so just 9x. So this is your total savings. And you can make 72 plus 9x greater than or equal to 270. You will still get the same answer. So you can find individual saving, or you can find total income, and then the total, you're just multiplying the total income with 0.9 to get your savings, and they have to be at least 270, that is greater than or equal to 270. Yeah. So that's about it. Yeah, all the questions are done. I will just save. And I will just double check if we have covered everything. So yes, we have, and yeah, now, so we are done with the linear inequalities. So the heart of algebra is almost done because we have done word problems for linear equations in one variable, linear functions, linear equations in two variables. We have covered the entire system of linear equations and the entire linear inequalities. So just the normal problems of linear equation in one variable, linear functions and linear equation in two variables is remaining. And then yeah. So next, I will not be taking that. I will be stopping with the Heart of Algebra for now. So because advanced math is also important. So equivalent expressions I've already done. You can go and see my previous videos. And non-linear functions also I've done. I did it in three parts: quadratic, exponential, and all the other functions. The only thing remaining is non-linear equations. So that is what I will be covering in the next module, non-linear equations, so that the advanced math will be completed. Because the Heart of Algebra and advanced math, they comprises of 35% and 35%. That's total 70%. Geometry and trigonometry is 15%. Your problem solving and data analysis is also 15%. So in problem solving and data analysis, we have done scatter plots, percentages, ratio, rates, and proportions. There are a few more things remaining: probability, one variable statistics, and then inferences and observations. And in geometry and trigonometry, we have covered circles and lines and angles, area, volume, and right triangle and trigonometry is remaining. So yeah, very few topics are remaining now. Hopefully, but after covering nonlinear equations, I will just do one video on Desmos and then go back, do other things. So yeah, that is it. We are done for now. Thank you so much, whoever have been watching. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Yeah, thank you. Bye. Do you think I might be okay? So there's one chat I will go after that. Do you think I might be prepared enough when I watch all the videos? Not just by watching the videos, you also have to solve the questions. But yes, if you do question bank and if you do Khan Academy, I think you're prepared. So yeah. So Khan Academy videos also I'll be making, but first I'm just covering the college board question bank. And then you can also take practice tests because there it's a different thing. You will know about the timings and everything. So there are practice tests on Blue Book. There are 6 practice tests, but all those questions are also covered in these videos. Whatever we are doing, they include those questions. And I also have done full length test of Blue Book. There are 6 other videos of that. So yeah, you will be fully prepared if uh, you just have to do practice tests, College Board Question Bank, Khan Academy. I think that's enough. But that is also huge. I'm saying that is enough, but yeah. But yeah, if you do that, then you will be prepared enough. That's what I feel. So yeah. Now I will be leaving. Thank you so much. I hope I answered your question. Yeah. Okay. Bye.